The Boston Red Sox have parted ways with outfielder Grady Sizemore. I'm Jim Basquill with the latest ESPN headlines. They have designated Sizemore for assignment, meaning they have 10 days to either trade or release the former star of the Cleveland Indians. We are joined on the phone by Gordon Edes, who covers the Red Sox for ESPNBoston.com. And Gordon, from a timing standpoint, I know the production wasn't there. He was hitting just .216 with a pair of home runs and 15 knocked in. Were there any other motivators for the Red Sox to do this move now?
Jim, I do think that the primary reason was production, or lack of production, we should say. There were financial components to the decision, but I think they were of minor consideration. I mean, Sizemore signed for a very low base, $750,000. He had performance bonuses in the contract that bumped him up by $250,000 for days on the roster and plate appearances, and he was 20 plate appearances away from getting another $250,000. So that could have been a factor, but I think it's more a case of, they've gone 3 months into the season now, really, with very little production from the outfield, and they're trying some new combinations. John Farrell running Brock Holt out to center field to start Tuesday night against the Twins.
Yeah, and that's interesting, Gordon, because you mentioned 32 and 38 heading into play on Tuesday, 8.5 off the top spot in the division. These are the defending World Series champion Boston Red Sox. I'm sure the hopes are high that they can turn it around at some point. Do you suppose that this might be a precursor to other moves to shake things up on this roster?
Well, I think there's certainly some moves to be made in the very near future, because you got guys coming off the disabled list. Both Felix Dubron and Clay Buchholz are out on rehab assignments now. They're both close to coming back. And in the interim, guys like Brandon Workman and Ruby De La Rosa have pitched very well. Workman holding the Orioles to a hit last week, and De La Rosa holding the Twins to a hit Monday night. So clearly there's some decisions to be made there. Shane Victorino is expected to join the ball club on the West Coast. They head out to Oakland Thursday night and then to Seattle somewhere in the next few days. He'll be back. I think you see, and again, this certainly played into the Sizemore decision, Daniel Nava, who was exiled to Pawtucket back in April when he got off to such a dreadful start, has hit upon his return. So he figures then again in the left field mix with Johnny Gomes. And if you've got Holt and Jackie Bradley in center, where does that leave Grady Sizemore? So, I mean, this team has certainly hasn't performed to expectations, and particularly offensively. I mean, the outfield production collectively has been almost at an historic low for Boston, the worst they've had in at least 50 years. Absolutely.
And as you mentioned, Victorino's on the way back. So with Grady Sizemore now out of the mix, where does that leave Jackie Bradley Jr.? He's a player hitting only .205, a young player that you know that they want to see get at-bats, but I know that you touched on it, the fact that his glove is a factor here. Where does that leave him right now?
I mean, Ben Sherrington last week in Baltimore and again today has made it very clear that the Red Sox still regard Jackie Bradley Jr. as their center fielder. Whether that means he's got a permanent spot in Boston this year remains to be seen. I mean, you know what's going on in Pawtucket. They moved the kid who was tearing up Double-A, Mookie Betts, a second baseman in his entire career. He's playing center field. He's a possibility down the road. I think in the near future, we may see a platoon situation with Holt and Jackie Bradley Jr. I mean, Brock Holt has to show that he can even play out there. I mean, up to 10 days ago, the kid had never played an inning of professional baseball in the outfield, and now he's playing center field, which in Fenway is a lot of real estate.
He is certainly getting it done with the bat, something that Grady Sizemore was not doing, which is why the Red Sox have decided to part ways with Sizemore. Gordon Edes covers the Red Sox for ESPNBoston.com. Gordon, thanks for the insight. Again, you can read more about this story right here on ESPN.com. With the latest ESPN headlines, I'm Jim Basquill.